Good morning, live weather blog meteorologist Bob Acanfrio here with today's tropical update for Saturday, July 17, 2010. Tropics remain quiet today. I'm looking at the eastern and central United States first here. We see it's going to be another day of some rocking and rolling with some severe weather across the northern plains and the upper Mississippi Valley region. The area that got hit a couple days ago, right up in this area, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, South Dakota, North Dakota, right in this section, right in here. It's going to be the focus for severe weather again today. See upper low right up in here over Hudson Bay. Disturbance coming out of Canada here. All of this is going to be combined for another outbreak of severe weather right in here. Tornadoes, wind damage, hail, a lot of shear, strong southwest jet meeting this northwest jet. That's going to create a lot of shear here. 3,000 to 4,000 cape to work with. A lot of stuff in here that's going to really get this convection going today. We also have another frontal system here. Stationary front. Couple disturbances running along this front. We could get some severe storms in this section too as well. Ohio, Pennsylvania. Some of these storms could slip east. Had some rain across the Delaware area. Rob Guarino blogging about that this morning. And then we see our subtropical Bermuda high building in across the southeast here. It's going to be a hot week this week. And this heat's just going to continue to build in this area here. Little upper low over southern Florida this morning. Not much convection with this. We have a lot of dry. That Saharan air layer has really filtered in across Florida now. So not much convection that's going to happen with this today. Maybe some along the west coast here of Florida. Dry weather continues across Texas. We have a little weak trough that's moving west. This could give them a little bit of rainfall later this weekend, a little relief from the heat. And then we see another upper level low here, not going to develop tropically, but this will be Tuesday's weather for Florida. Could bring enhanced rainfall for Florida Tuesday as this moves west. And again, this is the Storm Prediction Center. Quick overview of today's severe weather. You see moderate, slight risk, moderate risk though, right in Minnesota here for severe storms. And then I showed you that other little area right here. And you can see tornado threat about 10% in here, hail threat 30%, and then of course the wind threat. That's going to be the biggest threat right in here. And then of course wind threat with these storms as well. Okay, let's move on to the tropics. Really, the only thing to talk about is going to be in this Caribbean Sea here, and this is going to be for the rest of the week. The eastern and central Atlantic, it's shut down for the rest of the week. We have an area of another Saharan air layer coming through, and don't even look out there this week. This is going to be the area to focus on. Conditions aren't, you see all this convection, you're thinking, wow, something's going to happen. Conditions aren't all that favorable for development. I'll show you what we have here. We have again, that upper low here, we have a trough extending from that upper level low right here. So we have a trough of low pressure in here. We had that broad area of low pressure off the Nicaraguan coast. That's going to move inland, so that's not going to develop. Our focus for development, if anything's going to develop, is going to be right up in this area here. The only problem with this, right now we have a little ridge of high pressure building here. But then we also have this other upper level low here. This is going to continue to move west as well. So right now it's in a little better area, but then this upper low is going to create some more northerly shear in this area in a few days. So it's really going to be hard to get anything to develop. But like I said, if anything is going to develop, it's going to be in this area. So again, we have trough here, another tropical wave here, and then another tropical wave here. It's kind of interacting with this upper low to create some convection in this area here. And then finally our last upper low here, we were watching this one all week move across, pretty void of convection, was kind of mixed in a little bit of that dry air. Again, another one to watch later on as these continue to move into the Caribbean. Just going to keep watching this. We're in a positive MJO is a lot of upward motion in this area right now, so it's pretty favorable for the beginning of this week. So we'll watch it. Again, conditions aren't that favorable. None of the models are showing any kind of development, so I'm not very excited about this area, but again, this will be the area to watch for this week. And again, looking off to the Central Atlantic, nothing going on. I mean, we have, again, this tropical wave here. A little bit of convection with it. Again, we'll watch that as it moves east. But again, this is the beginning of that next batch of Saharan air layer right in this area here. So not going to see much out here this week. And again, off the African coast, nothing. All dry air right in this area. Nothing's going to happen out here. And again, looking at the shear maps, again, upper low here, upper low here. These aren't going to develop tropically. You could see a little bit of ridging over in the Western Caribbean now. But so what's going to happen? This upper low is going to move west, and then we're going to see some more northerly shear possibly in this region again as this shear kind of moves west. So again, not the best pattern for development in the Western Caribbean. Kind of marginal right now. And you saw a little upper high over that wave out here, but again, it's gonna kind of be in a, I mean, if anything's gonna develop down the road, we could actually watch this one. If this, as this upper high moves west, this could continue to be in some favorable conditions. So this could be the one to watch later down the road, middle to the end of next week. And again, our Saharan air layer from SIMS, you saw that dry air that's going to move over Florida this weekend to suppress the convection. That's right here. That was the batch from last weekend. This moved all the way across, and we had a little bit of break here, and then you see the next big batch moving off of Africa right now, which is going to pretty much void of convection over the eastern and central Atlantic this week. And last but not least, I always like to take a look at the Euro model, see what the extended forecast is looking like. And again, it's consistently showing our first Cape Verde season trying to develop the last week of July. So, and you see the pattern shifting where we're getting more trophiness over the eastern United States as the Azore-Bermuda high kind of breaks down a bit. So this is the pattern shift we want to see, to alert us that, hey, the season might really start kicking off in earnest the last week of July. The only bad thing is the MJO is going to be kind of on a downward trend here towards the last week of July. So that might go against any tropical activity, but the pattern's changing where we could start to see things start to get ramped up towards the end of July. But this week looks fairly quiet. Again, the only area you'd want to watch for is in the Western Caribbean. That's about it for today. I may not have a tropical update tomorrow. If it stays quiet, my next update will be on Monday. Have a great weekend.